My name is Joe Dieffenbacher. Welcome to How to Learn Slapstick. In this video, you'll learn how to slip and slide on raised surfaces, such as steps, stairs, ladders, tables, and benches. Let's get started.
For the slip, you slide your foot across the thing you're stepping on, as if you're wiping off the bottom of your shoe. The leg that slips then takes your weight. When slipping on a high level, such as a chair, table, or bench, always know where your knees are. This is the part of the body that will often get banged up. Play with variations about how you recover from the trip, such as stepping over the bench or sitting on it. In this sequence, I'm looking at ways to recover from the slip, but also use the bench to develop slapstick choreography. I want to take it slow and figure out each move, step by step. This way, I protect the parts of my body that might get banged. As you practice the slip, explore different ways that your body can play with the thing you're stepping on, always being aware of what to protect. Slowly start to develop a sequence. Where can each move take you? In this sequence, I add a variation of a front fall. I take it slow, one step at a time, so I know each part of the sequence before I speed it up. The technique for slipping on a chair is the same as that for the bench. You're sliding your foot across the chair and catching your weight with the leg that steps. You can also use the chair to catch your weight. Just be careful you don't bang your knees. Once you have the technique, play with different ways you can fall or sit on the chair after the slip. Do the step slip while trying to tie your shoe on the chair. In this sequence, I'm looking at ways to turn the step slip into a chair sit. I take it slow, figuring out ways to catch myself with the chair, so when I speed up, I stay safe. Practicing this sequence leads me to other possibilities, such as kicking back in the chair and then sliding down and collapsing. I then realize I can do a front fall similar to the move that I did on the bench. Putting something like a towel on the chair gives me something to slip on and adds to the visual effect. I tried to kick the towel behind me as far as I could, and then realized I could kick up into a headstand on the chair. As you practice the technique, you discover ways to develop the physical comedy. This is one of the best ways to create slapstick choreography. For a ladder, the technique is the same. Your foot slips off the rung and you catch your weight on that same leg. You can also use the ladder to catch yourself by hanging off the rungs, or not. The multi-slip is just a series of step slips done in quick succession. In this sequence, I use the ladder to catch myself after the slip. When learning the hang, take it slow so you know where to grab the ladder to support your body. These moves require good upper body strength. Using a ladder or chair to catch yourself after a step slip can make that simple move look more extreme. As you play with a bench, chair, table, or ladder, start to explore what is possible with that prop. Here's an example of using the prop to hang off of while you do a step slip. Again, this requires good upper body strength. Here's an example of misdirection. You pretend everything's fine, you're just leaning on the ladder, and then the slapstick happens. When walking up a set of stairs, it's the same technique. The foot then slips down to the next step, and you catch your weight on that same leg that just slipped. If the stairs have a railing, you can use the railing to support yourself. When using the railing, just be careful with your elbows, your chin, and your face. It's better to lean out over the railing and use your chest and your hands to catch yourself. When doing a step slip walking down the stairs, the heel of the foot slips off the step as you're walking down. You support yourself on the back leg and using the railing. Here you can see how I use the back leg to support myself and use the railings on either side. You can also enhance the move by kicking the forward leg out and supporting yourself only on the back leg and your hands on the railing. The slide is one of my favorite techniques. As you step up on a bench or a table, it looks like you're putting your weight on that leg, but most of the support is on the back leg, still on the floor. As you step up, the leg slides out to the side. You can support yourself on the back leg or use your hands dropping down onto the bench to catch yourself. You can then play with different ways of pulling the leg back in, and then explore what's possible with the bench or whatever prop you're using. For the step and slide, keep your weight on the leg that's still on the floor. You can also use your hands to catch yourself. As you slide, twist your body to lay out over the table or the stage, and use your arms and hands to support yourself. With your body laid out, explore ways you can continue the slide. Stay aware of the corners and the edges of the table. This is where you usually bang your knees or your pelvis. Take a moment to see how the object slides on the surface you're working on, and modify it if you need to. Notice how I keep my weight and my center of gravity on the leg that's closest to the table. This helps me to control the slide and my reaction. When doing the slide this way, don't put too much of your weight on the table. Keep it back towards your hips and your legs. Play with the direction of the slide. Towards you, away from you, different angles. Again, notice how I keep my weight and my center of gravity over the leg closest to the table. This allows me to control the slide of the table and the reaction. In this slide, even though I'm stepping onto the table, I keep my weight on the back leg and then hop forward on that leg to slide the table. With each new object, check to see how it will slide on the surface you're working on. Here's that safety technique again. I keep my weight back over my hips and my legs as I slide the chair forward. This reduces the risk of the chair flipping back and hitting me in the knee or the face. Do the step-slip technique off the table. When your foot hits the floor, bend at the waist and bring your head towards the table. Then smack the table with your upstage hand to create the sound of the impact. Keep your weight and your center of gravity over the leg that stays on the floor. This allows you to control the bend over before the impact. As you bring your head towards the table, turn it to the side. You want to lay the side of your head on the table, not your chin or your face. There are 3 places to focus the reaction: the hips, the rib cage, or the head. In this version, I just react with the head, snapping back. This time I react with the head and rib cage. This time I react with the upper body, from the waist up.
The slip and slide are important techniques to learn and can be used in endless ways for creating physical comedy. Before you go, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell icon. That way you'll know whenever a new video is posted. I teach workshops all over the world in slapstick, clown, physical theater, mask performance, and commedia dell'arte. To hire me for a workshop, as a director, or to book one of my shows, please contact me by email. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram.